here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Jets and the Packers on Thursday night.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready?
Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. To throw is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Carter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Carter. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense, on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength can make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Throw right side, held in by Dobbs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to try and take off with it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this will be swung out here for Counter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Pushes past him. Oh, and Nelson's spaced opening. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd down at the 16-yard line.
Off the option. Here's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start with the option. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Here's 3rd down and 4. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms holding the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wanted to throw it with that.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
No score after one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. From the 25, here's a second down and 4. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And outbounds right around the 20. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down. A give up the middle to Carter. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Carter. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Connor will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Once again, it's Connor. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Well, they let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packers offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might guarantee this. They'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Finds his receiver, Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And this one is right through. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And New York set to take the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
This one deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Here's 3rd and 9.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Rodgers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if the schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Connor up the middle. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Packers with the football here late in this 1st half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Ooh, the juke. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Holding offense.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 43. They'll set up to throw. Caught.
It's Wilson. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At their 48-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
Rodgers to throw once more. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They run behind center with Connor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's sacked back around the 28.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run and set up the reverse, but he'll keep it himself. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll drop to throw.
That is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the 1st half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Jets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out and says, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
3rd and 5.
Now Rodgers. And it is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Rodgers throw here to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Counter running right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Counter. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That's taken in, Dontavian Wilkes.
And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Option play, right side, Corral.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Corral looking to pass, second down.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the run.
Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 45-yard
Throwing is Wilson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Now Corral.
He's got his man in the crossing route.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throw there is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. New York set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
They'll start this drive with a handoff to Carter.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Wilson. Caught up.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line.
You know, if this is a regular season partner, we'll be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Option play, right side, Corral.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Switching it out, Corral going to throw here.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do it.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away.
Now James returning.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Wilson to throw. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Wilson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Now Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the wrong field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Corral to throw.
Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Johnson.
And he is going to be brought down. And now making matters more dire, this is going to be 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And now out come the Jets.
Well, they have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. Tie game, but you have to think in the preseason with overtime not in the cards, maybe time to take a few chances.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Abanikanda will score. Touchdown, New York.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Here's Corral.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.